In this video, I am going to tell you about soul purpose through Atmakaraka and Amatyakaraka. If you want to take personal consultation, you can check the description. You can also subscribe my tarot card channel and spirituality channel. Link is in description. So let's get started. So Atmakaraka and Amatyakaraka, these two are Gemini astrology planets. Okay, these are the Karkas. Atma means soul. Okay, so the Karka of Atma, it tells you what kind of personality you are bringing from the past life, right? The sign, house, and the nakshatra it is placed in will tell you what kind of personality you have, okay? And the placement in the Navamsha will tell you what you will actually become in the later half of your life, right? So that is what it shows. Your soul purpose can be known from the placement of Atmakaraka in the Navamsha chart, okay, in the sign, houses, right? So this is a very important Atmakaraka and Amatyakaraka. See, Atmakaraka is your soul, your purpose, and how will you fulfill that purpose can be seen from Amatyakaraka. Okay, Amatya means minister, the one who implements the orders of the king, the one who manages the affairs of the kingdoms. Okay, so that is what Amatyakaraka shows. For example, your Atmakaraka is Sun and Amatyakaraka is Venus. Okay, so Atmakaraka Sun shows that you have been carrying ego from the past life, right? Ego and can be overconfidence and thinking you to be the best, right? So you have these characteristics, and now Amatyakaraka is Venus. Venus is what? Being happy, taking things easily, enjoying the present moment, staying happy, peace and happiness, enjoying the worldly things, enjoying whatever you have. So how will you fulfill that purpose? First, you need to give unconditional love to people. Then you have to take life easy and you have to become loveful being. Means you have to develop love in your heart, open your heart chakra. By this way, you will be able to fulfill the soul purpose that is described by Sun. Okay. Same way, if your Atmakaraka is Mars, Mars is a fighter, a soldier. Okay, it wants to fight, right? And let's say your Amatyakaraka is Venus again. So same, Mars is having the Mool Trikon in Aries, the first house, which understands individuality, right? Which is a very straightforward, wants to fight, doesn't understand emotions and all that. Debilitated in Cancer. So here Mars needs to understand unconditional love. Mars needs to understand emotions, and Mars needs to let go the anger, restlessness, impulsiveness, and being too much straightforward, that not caring about others' emotions and saying anything whatever is coming in your heart. Okay, so being too much straightforward, always having that attitude that you want to win in any case, you are always right, dominating people. So all these things you have to let go, right? And if your Venus is Amatyakaraka, then it is your unconditional love for people, that you will be able to pay off the karma and you will be able to fulfill your soul purpose by this way. Okay, so Atma and Amatyakaraka are two important planets. Let's say your Atmakaraka is Saturn and Amatyakaraka is Moon. Saturn shows that the personality that you are carrying from the past life may be too much negative thinking, okay, very stubborn behavior, and not having any self-love, not caring about your looks, your body, or negative thinking, having grief, pain, because Saturn is winter season and Saturn, it carries forward some grief and pain, so that you are carrying forward. It also shows that you did not respect poor or old people, right? Or always thinking negative things and not working hard for career if it is retrograde. So Amatyakaraka being moon, that you have to understand emotions, value emotions, let go the things, because moon is what always changing the signs. So you need to let go the things, let go and move on in life. Saturn is a planet which moves very slowly, right? And moon moves very fast. So what it shows, that you have to balance your emotions, and you need to let go the past and always move on in your life, always go ahead in your life, always move on in your life. Okay, so if you do that, then Saturn will fulfill its sole purpose, right? It will change itself, being happy, enjoying the present moment, enjoying the life, and always moving forward, not looking back, because Saturn always lives in the past. Saturn never wants to forget the past. Saturn is very isolated and doesn't want to talk to people, always thinking negative. So when you have moon Amatyakaraka, you need to move on always in life, like going, always going with the flow, the river that is always constantly flowing. Okay, and is never at rest. So it shows you have to always go with the flow of life and never look back, right? If your Atmakaraka is Mercury and Amatyakaraka is Sun, let's say. So Mercury is what, childish kind of, very anxious, curious. Okay, so it shows the personality that you are carrying. Can be like you may do too much overthinking. You may speak a lot, or if it is well placed, to have a very good communication skill. It can be like communicating with people, teaching people, guiding people, sharing your information, sharing knowledge with people. And one sole purpose can also be understanding the value of friendship, understanding how to express yourself. So these things can be sole purpose. Okay, now let's say if it is in the Pisces sign of Pisces, then it can be you have to think from your heart also, not only from your mind always. Okay, so that can be the sole purpose. And Amatyakaraka is Sun. How will you fulfill that? By having confidence about the things you want to do in life. Let's say this Sun is in Libra. Okay, so, how will you fulfill the soul purpose? You will fulfill the soul purpose by letting go your ego and giving your 100% in relationships, not only romantic relationships, but any relationship. You will give your 100% to those relationships. Okay, means you will not bring ego in relationships. With people you communicate, with your friends, family, you will not be egoist about it. And you will forgive people easily. You will let go your anger. Let's say if this Sun is in the sign of Gemini. Okay, then it shows Amatyakaraka Sun. Then it shows that you need to communicate with people, you need to become childish, enjoy, let go, enjoy your life just like kids. They are worry free, stress free, right? And it also shows you have to communicate, you have to learn to communicate your ideas, your thoughts, right? So if you communicate the knowledge, the gyan that you achieve from others to people, then you will be able to fulfill your soul purpose, right? You have to teach something to people basically with Sun here in Gemini, okay, being Amatyakaraka. So any kind of communication will be there in your soul purpose, that is for sure. Let's say if Jupiter is your Atmakaraka, it shows very wise, matured soul you are. Let's say if this Jupiter is debilitated, so it shows that you have to learn in this life to gain practical knowledge. Okay, being practical, you cannot always be emotional, you have to be practical as well. Sometimes you have to let go your emotions and think practically. So that is what Jupiter being Atmakaraka debilitated shows. So you have to see this way. Jupiter sees a very wise planet, very devoted planet, and it is not like any other planet, means it is not harsh, it is not strict, it is kind, very, very compassionate, very, very adjusting, right? A real guru, a real teacher it is. It is a teacher, it will give advice, but it will never force you to follow those advices. If you want to follow, you can follow. If you don't want to follow, just don't follow, just leave it. And Jupiter will just give you advice, and follow or not, that is your choice. So it never forces anyone to do what it likes. Okay, so this is a very good planet, Jupiter. And let's say your Amatyakaraka is Venus. So that is only unconditional love and enjoying the present moment. And see the sign where Venus is placed. So it will tell you what your soul purpose is. But with Venus, unconditional love with all the people, with nature, plants, birds, trees, animals, will tell you about the soul purpose. Okay, so this is a very important thing. You have to see the sign houses in birth and the Navamsha chart. Okay, in the birth chart it can tell you what you're carrying forward, but Navamsha can give you the clear picture, right? And ultimately you have to follow the Navamsha only. But in Navamsha you have to follow the evolved qualities of the house and the signs, right? Evolved qualities. Like Gemini, it can be too much childish also, but it has great communication skill, huge intelligence. So these intelligence and communication skills are evolved qualities. So you have to see what evolved qualities, right? Not less evolved qualities that is being childish and all that, right? So this way you have to check in birth and the Navamsha the placement of Atmakaraka and Amatyakaraka, Atma and Amatya. Okay, so yes, this way you have to see. And sign, houses, these are very important. So without it very accurately, soul purpose cannot be known. But one thing is there, your soul purpose will always be revealed to you, so you don't have to worry. The people who are not in astrology and don't know astrology, to them also their soul purpose is revealed. So soul purpose divine will automatically reveal in front of you. You don't have to worry about soul purpose, right? You are lucky, you have got the chance to know your soul purpose, but divine automatically arranges the situations in which you meet your soul purpose. Okay, so Sun is about ego, self respect. Mars is about fighting, aggressiveness, dominating. Mercury is about communication, childishness, and all that. Venus is about true love, marriage, relationship, materialistic things, enjoying life, enjoyment of all types. Moon is about emotions. Saturn is about karmas. Okay. Jupiter is about being pious, devoted, wealthy, and happy. Okay, religious, spiritual. So these are the qualities of the planet. So first you write the quality of the planet, and then you have to write the quality of the sign and see in birth and the Navamsha. It will tell you about what you have as a soul purpose. You don't have to much see aspects and conjunctions. First see what a particular planet is telling you about your soul purpose. Okay, and see if it is getting accurately matched with your chart, right? You have to check that. So this way you will be able to know your soul purpose. You have to check it in the birth and the Navamsha also. In the Navamsha placement is also very important for checking your soul purpose. Okay, Atma and Amatyakaraka. How will you implement your soul purpose? Depends upon Amatyakaraka. What is your soul purpose? It is your Atmakaraka. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope this video was helpful, and may God bless you. May God fulfill all your wishes and desires. May you get all the happiness in your life. Thank you. Take care. Be happy always. Bye.